Hello, class. Today's topic we want to treat the skin. The skin is our body. The skin is the largest organ in the external body and one of the sense organ in the body. The function is for protection of the body, for sensation, for excretions of waste, control temperatures of the body, that is thermoregulations. It's for vitamin D synthesis from sunlight, receptors of stimuli, storage of fats. The skin composes three layers. We have the epidermis, the dermis, and hypodermis. Now let us see, this is the skin. From here, this color yellow is to here is epidermis. And this all these organs in the middle is called dermis. And the last layer here is called hypodermis. In this epidermis, we have the conified layers, the granular layers, and the Malpighian layers. Epidermis is the upper layers of the skin. It's made up of three layers: the conified, the granular, and the Malpighians. The conified is a dead cell which contains keratinocyte, which is known as keratin. It serves as waterproof. It contains protein, help to reduce loss of water, also in the palm of our hand. It replaces every 4 weeks as new cells form. Other are pushes off, and the eye lid in the thinnest is the thinnest. The eye lid is the thinnest. The conified layers, which is about 0.5 mm to 4 mm. The granular layer is the middle layer. The cell contains granules. They are living cells. In conified, it is dead cells, but in granular layers, they are living cells, in which when the cells of conified die, they give rise to conified layers. The Malpighian layer, they are the last layer. It provides division from mitosis. When you wound, the mitosis will replace another cells in the body. They contain melanin, which refers to melanocyte, which gives skin the color, the black color. It absorbs UV rays of the sunlight, which can lead to change in DNA. When you expose to sun, it can lead to cancer. So in dermis, that is the second layer, it consists of the nerve cells, the blood vessels, the sweat gland, the hair follicles, and the sebaceous gland. In nerve cells, it detects stimulus changes in temperature, the touch, the pains. In blood cell, they transport nutrients, oxygen, removals of waste products. It involves thermoregulations, which distribute heat throughout the body. There are three main blood vessels. These are the capillaries, the anterioles, smallest. It is the smallest capillaries, and the vein, which distributes its thermoregulation. When the temperature is cold, anteriorly constricts, which means it will be smaller. That is constriction. Vasoconstriction, it will be smaller and less blood will flow out, which is called vasoconstriction. More heat will flow. Also, as narrowing. In hot temperature, the venous is called vein. It will be wider. It is more blood will flow out, which is called vasodilation. More heat will be lost in the surroundings. This is the vasodilation, the heat energy transferred by radiation. The blood will flow in the hub of the skin, that is in the epidermis. The blood will flows. But in vasoconstriction, the blood will flow more in vasoconstriction. Let us see here. This is the little heat radiation. This is the epidermis. Anteriorly constriction, less blood flows in capillaries. You see, this is the blood vessels. So less blood will flows. And this is the dermis. This is the anteriorly. Less blood flows here. And look at here, much heat radiates, but here little heat radiates. Anteriorly dilate, more blood flows in the capillaries. You see more blood is flowing. This is vasodilations. Vasodilations, more blood will flows. This is the capillaries. But vasoconstriction, less blood will flows. This is the muscle increase. Blood flows to skin surface. This is the vein. This is the venous. Little blood pass through shunt vessels. Now let us see. This is the normal cross sections of the blood flows. But if it is vasoconstrictions, the lumen will be small. If it is vasodilation, the lumen will be bigger. In sweat gland, it is made up of coil tube that contains secretory cells. These cells absorb excess of water and mineral salts. Urea and small lactic acid in sweat gland. There is sweat pore. It is the outer surface of the skin in which the water appear. We also have hair follicles. Help to absorb heat when it's cool in cold time. Hair will erect, while in hot season the hair will flat on the surface of the skin. The hypodermis is the last layer. It is made up of subcutaneous fat, which made of shock absorbers, fat soluble in vitamins, and little hair will be lost. This is the sweat gland, is the coil tube, and the water that passes out is the sweat pore. And this is the air sebaceous gland. This is the erector muscle. It controls this air. When it's cold time, the hair will be erect. When it's hot time, the hair will flat in the surface. And this is the blood vessels. This is the fat, subcutaneous fats. Now let us see. They said homeostasis. Homeostasis is the maintenance of constant internal environment in which, despite changes in external. Homeostasis, it involves the skin thermoregulation, osmoregulation, and excretion. That is, osmoregulation is the water balance. Thermoregulation is the heat. The thermoregulation maintains the body temperature. The normal temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. If it's more than 37, the enzyme will be denatured. The heat can be degenerated through the metabolic reaction by the liver, through exercise, and through shivering in muscle. Heat is lost by expiration, ejection, sweat, and excretion. Osmoregulation is the controls of the amount of water in the body. Excretion is the controls of metabolic waste. It controls the excretory waste, that is the urine. The heat regulation is carried out through the skin by hypothalamus in the brain. Thank you.